Okay, you've been thinking about selling your home. You're now ready to commit to the process. You've been hearing a lot of things. Today, we're going to debunk 5 home selling myths. All right, everybody, welcome back. It is your realtor, Nick Isgro with eXp Realty here in Central Maine. Today, we're going to debunk 5 home selling myths, and you want to stick around to the end because number 5, perhaps the most common myth that really needs to get debunked when it comes to selling your home in this market. If this is your first time here, welcome to the channel where we cover all things real estate here in the state of Maine, particularly in the Central Maine market. If that is something that is interesting to you or adds value to your home buying and selling process, please do go ahead and give this video a like, hit the subscribe button, knock the little alarm bell, and you will be notified every time we put out new content. All right, we're gonna jump right in here, guys. The first myth we're gonna debunk when it comes to selling your home is that the higher you price your home, the more money you're going to get for your home. That's just simply not true. Certainly you can put your home at any price you want, but what you want is actually the best price for your market, and you want to have data to back up the market value. That can be a little bit difficult in a seller's market like this, where we do have sometimes rising values and people are offering a little bit more, typically 102% this last month, than the asking price. But that's why you want to work with your realtor to really get a good understanding and explanation of where the pricing should be and how it should be priced. If you just jump all over the map and price your home way higher than is actually the market rate, it's probably going to sit there for too long. You're probably going to have to do massive price drops on it. And at the end of the day, when you start doing that, it could ultimately lead to getting a lower price on the house than you might have had it been priced correctly for that specific market, which is why market data specific to your town, your style of house is always critical to this process. Going hand in hand with the first myth, we're gonna go right to number 2, which is listing your home with the agent who promises you the highest price is the best route to go. There are some agents out there that are going to just simply throw out the highest number to you in order to get your business. But let's go back to step 1 here. If your home is priced too high for your market, it's likely it's going to sit there a long time. You're going to have to do price drops. If you have to do that a lot, depending on the average days on market in your particular market, then you're probably going to end up with less money than you would have if it was just priced right from the get-go. That's why it is so important to understand the comparative market analysis and to ask your realtor how it is they are coming up with that number and to get more data from the realtor on your specific market. If they can't provide that, probably not the right realtor for you. Moving along to the number 3 myth when it comes to selling your home, it is that it doesn't matter who you list your home with or what the house looks like, it's probably going to sell itself. Understandably, in the seller's market, it's easy to get caught up in the propaganda of houses are just selling themselves. But there are a few things you want to think about as you get going in this process. For one, when it comes to your agent, ask them what the marketing plan is. You want to know specifically what is the marketing plan to advertise your home, not only for paid advertisements, but also to get organic leads. There should be a combination of both. It should probably include modern marketing on social media, where we know most leads are now coming from. You want to know what the narrative is, what is going to be the story on your house, and you're going to have something to do with that as well. Speaking of you, when it comes to marketing your home, you want to know what is it you're going to do to make your home highly marketable? Are you going to finish cleaning the home? Can you keep it tidy? Because when it comes time for pictures and when people frankly show up for showings at your house, it needs to be show ready. If people start to get a negative opinion of your house because of what they're seeing, then chances are it's going to sit on the market for a longer time, which may ultimately lead to price reductions. So you want to make sure that you are finishing up those projects that have been going on, you're keeping your house clean, getting it show ready, and making sure that every person that views your home has the best buying experience. Okay, the number 4 myth that we want to talk about here when it comes to selling your home is that you get what you pay for. The answer is kind of yes and kind of no. The reality is if you go with a discount brokerage, you probably are going to get discount services. On the flip side, if you go with a premium priced agent, it doesn't always mean that you're getting the premium service. If you haven't already checked out my video on how to pick the right listing agent for your home, please go ahead and do so. But for this video, let's just get into a little bit of the detail. Specific things you want to ask the agent as you're interviewing agents, and I always recommend that you interview multiple agents to list your home, are things like, what is the marketing plan? What kind of photos do they take? And this actually is more important than most people think. I recently was on a job with a buyer where we went and looked at a home. We were actually able to negotiate it far below the asking price, because it was sitting on the market for a really long time, and specific to that market, it was about to go over the days on market, which was average for the area. The reality is we almost didn't look at that home because the photos were so terrible. When we showed up, we thought it was a completely different home than we had seen online, and all I could think about was how many missed opportunities, how many missed buyers and potential contracts were gone because it wasn't shown properly. The way you take your photos matters, so I would advise, as you're interviewing agents to sell your home, please ask them for examples of homes they listed so you can look them up, take a look at the photos, ask if they have ever worked with a professional photographer. If they haven't, you might want to ask what kind of photos can they themselves take and ask for examples. No matter what percentage you're paying for your commission, you want to make sure that you're getting the premium service available, a real high-level marketing plan so that your home is going to stand out above the rest. All right, guys, the number 5 myth I want to bust when it comes to selling your home is something that I hear all the time. It's something that you have heard, I am sure of, and it's that spring is the only time or the best time to market your home. It's simply not true. The reality is you can sell your home any time of the year, and when you think about things like the laws of supply and demand, when are there going to be less homes on the market if everybody is waiting to the spring, which oftentimes they do? In reality, I'm actually expecting to see a little bump in market activity and market pricing as we move into September, October, and November of this year, because all of the buyers know that you're going to wait till spring and they know that inventory is going to shrink. So they're going to be willing to pay a little bit more to get in now. Right? If you guys are in the middle of the home selling process, or you have been thinking about selling your home and you've heard some of these things before, or maybe you've heard other things that you want to know, are they true or not? I'm happy to have that discussion with you. Please go ahead and put a little comment below. I would love to speak to you about selling your home. If you have any questions about the process, again, my name is Nick Isgro with eXp Realty here in Central Maine. Would love for you to reach out. I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have about the home selling process. As always, guys, I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.